Assalamu alaikum guys. Okay, so we are back. In this lecture, we are gonna do the MCQs number 31 to 35, October, November 2009, paper 1, variant 1 of chemistry, AS chemistry. Okay, paper 1 1. Alright, now let's start out from MCQ number 31. Okay, the monomer undergoes addition polymerization. One mole sample of the monomer is completely polymerized. How many moles of the polymer might theoretically be formed from one mole of a monomer? Okay, guys, so this is actually a very easy question. If we look at our theory of polyethene's polymerization, how is polyethene formed? We have several thousand molecules of ethene. They polymerize and they form a polyethene molecule, a one mole of polyethene molecule. So this means that 1000 or 10,000, let's say 10,000 molecules of polyethene or of ethene combine to form one mole of your polymer. Now the question says that if I have one mole of the monomer, how many moles of our polymer will be formed? If we look at the first option over here, it says one mole of the polymer. How can a 1 mole polymer be formed from 10,000 from 1 mole of the monomer? Because we need 10,000 moles. We need 10,000 moles of the monomers to form 1 mole of the polymer. So one cannot be the answer option. So since the first one is wrong, so automatically by default the second and the third answer options are correct according to the answer options choices which they have given us. Okay, no other combination is possible. So only 2 and 3 are correct. So C is the correct option. Now let's move on to the next MCQ. 32. The physical properties are due to hydrogen bonding between water molecules. Okay, which one are due to hydrogen bonding? Okay, water has higher boiling point than H2S. Yes, this is because of hydrogen bonding, because boiling point is a physical property and it is higher than H2S. Yes, water does have a higher boiling point because water forms hydrogen bonds, whereas H2S does not. Ice floats on water. Yes, this is again due to hydrogen bonds. From theory, we know that because of water, ice has several spaces formed in between the water molecules because of hydrogen bonding, regular hydrogen bonding actually. And the OH bond angle in water is approximately 104 degrees. Actually, this bond angle has nothing to do with the hydrogen bonding. This bond angle is determined due to the valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. So 3 cannot be the correct answer. So A, 1 and 2 only are the correct answer option. So B is the correct answer. Now, MCQ number 33. Which equilibria in which all species are gaseous would have equilibrium constant Kp with no units? Okay, which one will have Kp with no units? That's okay. The first one, it's sulfur dioxide reacting with oxygen in equilibrium with sulfur trioxide. This is actually the contact process. If we write down the expression for Kp, this is the expression over here, partial pressure of sulfur trioxide squared divided by partial pressure of oxygen into partial pressure of sulfur dioxide squared. The partial pressure has a unit of pascals. So the squares get cancelled out, but the partial pressure of oxygen still has its unit. If we take it up, so it has a unit of partial inverse. So first one does have units. It is not that it does not have any units. So by default, if first one is wrong, 2 and 3 are correct. So C is the correct option. Now let's move on to the next MCQ 34. Okay, 34 tells us that uh, why does a mixture of hydrogen gas and bromine gas react together faster at a temperature of 500 Kelvin than it does at 400 Kelvin? Okay, temperature by theory we know that is proportional to the kinetic energy of the molecules. The absolute temperature, okay, is proportional to the kinetic energy of the molecules. And if we increase the temperature, more molecules will have energy greater than the activation energy and hence will collide more effectively and more frequent collisions will occur and so more product will be formed, reaction will go faster, etc. Now first statement says that a higher proportion of effective collisions occur at 500 degrees Celsius, 500 Kelvin. Yes, this is correct because more molecules will bound to one another and will form the product. Then the second one says that the hydrogen molecule and bromine molecules collide more frequently. Yes, that's correct as well because more frequent collisions will occur. The activation energy of the reaction is lower at 500 Kelvin? No, because activation energy is only lowered when a catalyst provides an alternative route. That alternative route has a lower activation energy, but no other way can the activation energy be reduced. Okay, what about MCQ number 35? So 1 and 2 are only correct, so B is the correct answer. MCQ number 35 says that the farmer added lime. Lime is calcium oxide to damp soil. Damp soil means having water in it by nitrogenous fertilizer ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate, this is the formula. A chemical reaction occurred in the soil. Which substances were formed in this reaction? Okay, so this is again a reaction from a theory. When oxides or when bases react with ammonium salt, they liberate ammonia gas, and this is the overall reaction that occur. Instead of calcium oxide, you could have used calcium hydroxide as well, because this is a damp uh, this is in damp conditions, and so these two will react to form calcium hydroxide. But again, you'll get calcium sulfate and ammonia as two products, but sulfuric acid will not be formed. So 2 and 3 are correct. C is the correct option. Thank you so much. That's it for this lecture. The last 5 MCQs of this paper have been covered in the next lecture. The link is given in the description. Thank you so much.